Humidor shop talk. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Sports. Humidor shop talk. Cigars. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk.
Yeah, what's up, man? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella, man. I'm back, bro. Man, we had to take last week off. Uh, we had a little photo shoot going on, man, that part of the squad was involved in. So that's what we were doing, you know, keeping the brand alive, doing some things. But while we were gone, all kind of things are happening around the world of sports, man. And we, like we say, we don't make this stuff up. We just bring it to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Bring my guys in, man. Hey, Kevin Lauder is still celebrating his birthday, even though it was 57 days ago. So, birthday guy, what's up?
What's happening? How y'all doing, man? I still got, I say 27. Still got 4 more
26,
days in January. Know it.
26.
Say the 26.
Yeah.
I still got 4 more days in January, man.
Hey,
It's
man.
been a long ride. Capricorn season is officially over. January is not. So we still celebrating, man. I'm feeling the effects of it now, but it's all good. I'm here. Let's get it,
Yeah.
man. Let's talk some sports, man. We got a lot to talk about. Some stuff
Man,
didn't happen
we
since
ain't
we
got a
last. Yeah.
whole lot. So, Lean Martin, I think he had to take some time off. That lean been on him, so we stuck with uh Luck left, not Lucky lefty, Luck left.
What up?
Luck left.
What up? What up? What up? We back, and it is January 27th. I don't know what calendar you looking at, but yeah, it's January
I don't know, man.
27th.
It
and
is. You're
and
right.
Kevin
Looking at my
and
watch.
and Kevin, your birthday is over. Capricorn season is over. You don't get January. You start in December, so you ain't gonna go all the way through to February. So your birthday
Man,
is over.
left.
I can't go to
He,
January 31st.
Nah, nah.
bro,
But we gonna drink
lefty.
anyway because that's what we do.
He start after Thanksgiving, bro.
Pretty much. You can't
No, I
start.
Soon
used
as
to.
he
I,
cut,
I cut it down to Capricorn season. Now I used to
hey
start
man,
around Thanksgiving. You're right.
You can't
I
you
cut it
can't
look,
down
start
just to
you
Capricorn
can't
season.
start before Christmas and end Valentine's Day. It don't work like that. That ain't how
hey
birthdays
man,
work, dog. You done
right?
created a whole
I
new
mean,
season.
you don't have no respect for us, bro. That's crazy. You don't, no respect for
A
us,
whole new season, man.
man. It's like,
Hey, but
man, I know you don't want to.
we did celebrate Brian Millhouse's birthday yesterday, man. Happy heavenly birthday, brother. His birthday
Yep.
was the 25th, I believe, right? It was Thursday. But we
25th.
did celebrate last night, man. So happy heavenly birthday, bro. You know, we put one there for you, of course. Great time, great time.
Yep.
Big Al, what's up? So, man, bro, there's so much going on. I'm jumping all over the place today. We ain't gonna have no set order, no nothing. We just gonna jump into some of these stories, and I got to talk about the defense in the NBA. Where has it gone? I mean, you got you got Embiid dropping 70. You got Luca dropping 70. You had Booker with 60. You had Cat with 60. But those last two, you drop 60 and get L's?
Yeah.
Big Cat, his coach come out and say, call him a selfish mother. Dude, he
I was
went off
saying.
on him at the press conference, dog.
Too
Kev,
tired to play defense from all that
come
shooting.
on, man. Bro,
Well, yeah.
bro.
Whoever that is, you're right. I still got over 100 cigars, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, listen. Cat, they tried to get Cat numbers, and the coach saw it. So that wasn't just Cat, that was the team.
Right.
Team was feeding on the ball. He kept going one-on-one without running the plays. Minnesota ended up losing. If you remember that night, Anthony Edwards ain't do nothing.
Yeah, 13 points.
Right. He's the team.
No.
So something was clearly wrong.
Correction
keep
to my
going
stats. He had 9.
Yeah, now. So they was force feeding Towns to get that record, I guess. I think he broke Garnett's record all time in a single game or something like that. So they kept going to him, which cost them the game. They weren't playing D. And I don't understand, man. You would have never had consecutive 50, 60, 70 every night back in the day, dog. Like you would have got clothesline way before you got 40. Like this, I don't know. I don't understand how you let one dude score 73 points.
Hey,
73
Lefty,
points.
you get that cat on the end of the bench. Come here.
Bro, you would have had to earn it at the line.
I don't have to say it.
Gonna let
you
score
know
no
what?
70
You
points
know
on
what
them,
you
man.
got to do.
But I think
he's like, put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game.
The craziest part about it is the efficiency they doing it with, man. Luka was 25 or 33.
Yes.
Like, so.
Wait, hold on. Lefty.
25 or 33.
He was cooking last night, bro.
Right.
Everybody they threw at him. But the one thing I saw in that game that Atlanta did not do, they never ran a doubles team to get the ball out of his hand.
Because he can pass, so you can't double Luka though. I mean, you get it out of his hand, but he gonna
get it out of his hand.
Hit the open man. That's how he is.
Bro, he was.
It's the same with Joker. You double teaming him, you just getting everybody else heated up. So I guess they figured he would calm down at some point. But I mean, that's a think about it, man. It took Kobe 60 shots to get 81 points.
But he was consistent that night too.
Yeah, but 60 shots. Luka's at 73 and 33 shots. So
yeah, but the difference is he was hitting threes. Kobe was hitting more twos.
Right, Kobe was shooting twos, right.
So the game
was threes, twos. He was doing everything last night, though. I mean,
the game is a little different now on how these guys are scoring like that rapidly because they're shooting more threes.
What up, Tim? What up, House?
Luka literally is coming over half court, surveying the scene. And he's just pulling. Now, if he hitting, he hitting. He running off 15, like at least 15 in a 10-minute span, bro. Like he's right.
Yeah, definitely. The 3-point shot plays a big part in all this. But I think, you know what, before, everybody getting how soft the league is now, they don't do this, they don't do that. Hey, man, these are some skilled dudes, man. Like it ain't bums scoring 60, 70 points. Like these guys are skilled, and because everybody want to compare back to the 80s and 90s, but these cats, the skill set, they could do it all. It ain't no just one trick pony. It ain't no in the post. These cats can shoot threes, they can drive, they can, back to the back and do
Luka was in his bag last night, and he looked like he was in practice working on moves that he gonna use in the league.
He was throwing up bullshit.
Bro.
You gotta realize Luka is 6'8", 6'9". He's literally seeing over the defense.
6'7".
Right? 6'7". Okay. Well, he's a big 6'7". So when he's driving, you don't know what he's gonna do. He can float it, he can lob it, he can kick it out. Like you don't know, he's so slow with it and methodical that you don't know what he's gonna do. Then
he was not going more than 3 miles an hour, bro.
You'll never speed him up.
He's slower than Slide.
You'll never speed him up. You'll never speed Joker up. They go at their own pace. The problem is you don't know what they're gonna do. Joker is the same way. Joker can dribble. He's looking, right? He can either float it up, decide to shoot, spin on you, kick it out. Like you don't know what they're gonna do. So you kind of like, what I'm doing.
Right. How do you guard it, man? Like
if you ever played defense on somebody slow and they get buckets on you, that would make you commit suicide, bro.
Tom Kleinschmidt.
Hey, stop. Yeah, Kleinschmidt was like that. Kleinschmidt was like that. Kleinschmidt can shoot. He can shoot.
Man, we don't want Lefty. We know you got PTSD from that. We're not even going to bring up We ain't gonna.
But a lot of that is I could tell you what it is that from guarding it. This is they use their bodies well, like they bigger bodies, so they know
Paul
how to
Pierce.
position. They know how to position themselves where you can't really, you can't reach around them. You can't really like bully them. You know what I mean? Because they
Now they bullying you.
right. So
Right.
you're not pushing them around. Like you can try to use your speed, but that body control, like they know how to position themselves where you can't get to the ball. Like when Luka turns sideways, you ain't getting around it. So
I'm gonna bring up a name that y'all probably don't know. There was a guy named Larry Gorman that played at Oak Forest back 85 through 89ish. Name was Larry Gorman. Oak Forest. Big boy. Like big boy. And he reminds me of Joker. I'm not saying he had Joker's skills, but he was a big boy that moved at his own pace. And like you said, you couldn't get around him.
Joker
you can't move him. Yeah. But so the slower he goes, you trying to you couldn't get around him, bro.
They put their body right. They know how to position their body where you can't go through them.
So he dribbling over here, you forced to reach over. Yeah, right. You ain't gonna do number foul.
You do number foul. Yeah.
The hardest guard I ever had to play against, I can't remember his name now, but he was a chunky point guard. Had a nice handle. Bro, when I say he beat me the fuck up, he was using his that girth, bro.
It's hard to get. I'm telling you, man, it's hard.
And he was slow as molasses too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, he's slow, but you can't get around him. So imagine he's going at his own pace. You trying to get around him, he's dribbling over here, which means now you got to reach over to try to even steal the ball or go around him. Now you fouling him. It's it's tough. It's tough because you can't get around.
I'm talking to Sly this morning. He called me and said Booker is a bag of wasted stats. You score 60. He said you scored 60 and lost a 17-point lead. Come on, man. How do you do that?
Sly every now and then to make a great point. He ain't lying. Shit. You blow a 17-point lead, you got 60. And you know what? As crazy as it is, man, I was just starting to like. It looked like the Suns getting it together, and then
they ran off like 8 straight.
Yeah, like it looked like here they come, like it's finally meshing, And then I don't know, but Booker do that a couple of times a season anyway. He had a big night, that ain't his first 60-point goal.
Bro, he just had 50 wins.
Yeah. But
he just had 50 Wednesday.
He in his lane, man. I think the problem with that too, though, when you're doing that with guys, it kind of takes everyone else out of the game, including defensively, because you're just like you ain't getting the ball. He gonna shoot every time. Being know about that, he gonna shoot every time he touch it.
Wow.
That was a
Kevo, did you hear that shot?
I heard it.
But yeah, so. And so,
hey Ben, if they would have swung me the ball, I would have jacked it.
Right. So then it gets to the point where
I know you was gonna do it, so I would have just jacked it.
Then you get to the point in your mind, like defensively, it affects you too, because you ain't getting no effort on the offensive end. So you get lackluster on defense as well. So
why am I out here rebounding, hustling, and all that? When I come down on offense, we run a play. The play is over once we get the dude.
Right.
So. You swing it to me, it's going up. Everybody get over it. Swing it to me, it's going up.
Hey, Lefty, I'm in my feelings over here, man. I don't believe you. This is how you felt about me, man.
Well, this is what
the play was for me, though. It wasn't like I was just jacking.
What I will say is, though, you didn't dominate the ball. Like you wasn't like Luka. You wasn't just dribble, shoot. But once you caught it. More than likely was going on. Like being at that corner three. Once he caught it, the shot was going up more than likely. But he had the green light. I give him that. He had the green light. But,
if it got to me before Ben, I'm jacking it up.
Yeah, it wasn't like playing with a Luka.
I'm gonna get me a shot.
it wasn't like playing with it, like do like Luka just dribble. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like that. I mean, they were set plays.
Yeah, that type of play, man, that'll start a fight in the playground.
Right.
Yeah,
You
bro.
sitting there like
I ain't finna be running up down the court, dog, and you shoot the ball every time.
for you.
We're not doing
Right,
that.
For
We're
you.
not doing
right,
that.
right.
And that's one of the reasons, man. I was like Magic's my favorite player of all time. It's one of the reasons I'm a LeBron fan too, man. Like I like guys who get everybody involved. Like I always been I love the assists, like the passes, the getting everybody because it keeps everybody engaged. We all played on the playground, even the organized ball. Well, not as much as the organized ball, but on the playground where dudes was just black holes. You like hated playing with certain people. Like, this motherfucker's gonna shoot it every time he touch it. He want to bring it up. He want to be the point guard, shooting guard, the power forward, the center.
Not
It's
me.
like, come on, man.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I ain't gonna
I
let
know
you
this
gun
is
me out, baby. You best believe you better
y'all.
ask somebody.
Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I think Poppin lost it
Why you say that?
because there is no way on God's given earth that you put Wemby on Embiid.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but
I really don't know how it happened either.
Oh,
But I'm gonna tell you, man, at some point, hey man,
Why is he playing
you
center?
gotta grow up. Grow
Why
up.
is he playing center?
it ain't like the Spurs had a lot of options to throw at him either. They don't have.
Right, who else
They
you gonna put on?
they do got a 6'10" guy that got some girth on him, bro. You don't put Wemby on
That big
him.
clubfoot dude can't.
Hey man.
But come on, man. At
Hey
least he
man.
could bang with him.
At least
He was
Wemby
moving,
long though.
but
At
he
least Wemby's
moved
long.
Wemby around like he was a toothpick, man.
It's gonna happen at some
At
point.
some point, you gotta grow up in the NBA.
Yeah.
And maybe that was a
Like,
moment where Pop said, you know what? You finna guard the best player in the as far as big man in the league, outside of Joker. We're gonna put you on him. We're gonna let you know this is real NBA life.
Right.
Suck
so
it
you
up,
saying
kid.
it's like Sweets say. If not then now, then when?
Exactly.
When we gonna do
I can't
this?
just Pop like, look, man, I don't know how long I'm gonna be around. Right? As far as coaching. Your next coach might put you on the center. You 7'4". So Pop like, hey man, it's real life. It's real life.
Bro.
Now you kill him on the other end. Do your skills on the other end, but on this end,
He did drop 33
man.
though. He
And
dropped
you
33 on him.
You never
He
know,
did.
man.
He actually
You know
did drop
what?
30 that night. He did.
Wemby, the swag coming out, man. Like he might have asked to do it. Like he seemed like he wanted, like he went up with Giannis too. Like he wanted with everybody. Like so he maybe getting to that point. Like, hey, I got
after he played Giannis, after he played Embiid, when the clock hit 00, he went straight to the ice bath.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
because he took a beat.
That's a part of it.
But that's
what
Dog
might have been like, hey, dog,
got that dog.
I retire today. It's gonna be another coach that coaches you. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put you on the center. So I'm gonna put you through it. I didn't mean 70 to get dropped on your head, but I'm gonna put you through it just to know this is NBA, bro. This is what you're looking forward to. Suck it up, kid.
And
I'm gonna text you all the way to January.
And you know what? I his first couple of games, because they've been showing him a lot. They've been showing the Spurs a lot. We've been getting a lot of TV time. He looked timid. I was a little concerned, like, oh, he ain't got that dog in him. Now it's coming out. Like this.
No, he goes. No. He goes at people.
It's coming out now. Like
he goes at people.
He ain't just sitting around, man. This dude, like, give me the ball. I'm going at you. Like when him and Giannis, that game was like that was a great.
Yeah, now that right there was that surprised me when he went at Giannis.
What's Holmgren? He went at Holmgren and was staring at him every time he scored.
Oh, him and Holmgren went at it too. And
so
Chet, Chet another story. Chet he's something serious now.
Hey,
that boy
Chet ain't to be played with though.
Yeah, he had that year off and he got them put some muscle on.
Hey, so they got like an AAU rivalry or something like not AAU, but like a what was that game they played in 17 and older?
That's 17, yeah.
Something they got a little rivalry about that, bro. They be looking at each other when they score on each other, you know.
Yeah, that 17 under USA team.
USA,
they've been going at it.
They've been
going at it for a while. They've been going at it for a while. But that's where a lot of rivalries start, man. Before we even know about them, they had already started
Mhm.
when they 15, 16, 17.
Oh yeah, man.
Now they
But you know,
probably cool.
NBA needs
They
it though.
cool, but
Right.
on the court,
Cool, right. The
yeah, it
NBA
is what it
needs it
is.
though, man. It take you back to the Robinson Elijah battles. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I love it. Like it's
I
when
can't tell
Texas
they
going
cool,
head
dog.
up.
They be trying to go at each other, moving each other. Wimby be leaning his shoulder into them,
Mm-hmm.
dunking on them, looking at them like that. I don't think they cool, bro.
Hey, kid.
Like if I get
Yeah,
the best of you and we cool, we competing. That's different.
The
But if
game
I
hey,
needs
don't
it.
like
kid.
you,
The game needs it. It's good shit.
Hey,
no,
kid.
I love it. I love
If I played during your time, me and you would be cool. But I go at your neck every time.
it. I'm gonna go at yours. But
Right.
that's just
And then
competitive.
afterwards, where the party at?
Yeah, we go drink a beer. We go drink a beer. But I'm gonna go at you. I'm gonna go at you because by the time we got to the bar, I'm gonna have something to talk about. So that's my thought. You ain't gonna one up me, and then we
and,
get to the bar. Now you talking about how you killed me.
right,
Nah, we don't do that.
and you
I'm
got to
not.
look at
I'm
it
not gonna
too.
tell you that, but that's my mindset.
You got to look at it too. They probably been compared to each other most of their careers. They
Right.
probably been in the
Right.
same
Now
tournament,
it's this rookie of the
everything.
year thing.
Yeah, not a
Hey,
rookie year on the line because Chet set out last year,
right.
which once again I think is bullshit. I don't think guys should be eligible for rookie of the year.
I don't either.
I don't either, but
Right, because you had time to work on your body and
right. I don't think they
Right,
should.
you
learn the
come
game
back
from the
bigger and
sideline.
stronger. Like that ain't fair.
Yeah.
Right. Because last
Hey,
year Chet was a toothpick.
yeah, he was a shoestring.
Man, he was a toothpick.
Hey, Kevo, I used to kill Lefty in practice, and then I'd take him up the hill and get him some White Castles.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out when did your delusion, when did your imaginary things start happening with you, brother? I'm a little concerned about you because your memory is totally
He
it's
say
not
you
good
take
at
you get the
all.
White Castles
They- hey, that was pre
on
boo boo
on
sauce spread, man.
111.
Right. On 11 Michigan. And that's when White Castles only had a slider, a double. It wasn't all this fancy
Right,
stuff.
when all that,
It wasn't even no
you
chicken
could,
rings back then.
right, wasn't even no chicken rings
I
back
don't want no
then.
chicken rings.
Hey,
Right, wasn't none of
No
that
chicken
back
rings
hey,
back then.
all y'all drunks out here got it good.
Y'all got all type of fancy fish sandwiches and all type of
Right,
fancy stuff.
all kind of stuff to suck off
One
that
of them
liquor.
sliders, fries, and onion rings. That was it.
Hey, Kev, the sports gods have given me, they ain't giving me life again. Doc Rivers back, baby. The sports gods has done me right. I get to talk about Doc again. Now, I swear to God, snake, dirt, whatever y'all want to say, but ain't no way he is a consultant to Adrian Griffin, and now you slide into his job, and this wasn't planned.
You know that's the point I was gonna touch on. Me being a locker room dude, I don't like dirty shit when I see it. There's no way you could be a broadcaster for ESPN secretly consulting the Milwaukee Bucks or consulting Adrian Griffin, giving him advice or whatever. Then all of a sudden the man get fired. And less than 24 hours after he get fired, you ain't think about it. You automatically took the job.
That's like walking past the HR office and seeing your replacement getting interviewed.
Yeah, that's
What job
exactly
you
what
going for?
What?
What job is that for?
that's exactly what happened. And bro, hey, look, man, I love Doc. Hey, Doc usually does well with veteran squads, right? He can't coach no shorts.
Yeah.
You come in with Dame and Giannis.
This is last shot too.
Yeah, this your last shot,
We
bro.
don't do it with this team.
You gotta at least get them there. Now they might not have to win it, but you gotta at least get them there. Because all
Hey,
this second round failure, bro. Come on, Doc. It's ready made for you. But
You know,
I don't like the backstabbing, man. I don't like that.
yeah,
Doc,
that was something. But what was going on there with Adrian Griffin? I think the players just really hated him
throwing
because
them out.
well, it started
Throwing
with
them out.
Stouts when him and Stouts got into it before the season started in
That kicked it
practice,
off.
and he
Yep.
quit. That
That kicked it
started
off.
That kicked it off.
They kicked it off, and it was a game. It was a game where Adrian Griffin, Giannis was at the scores table, and Adrian Griffin was talking to him. We pointed this out. That was the beginning and the end. Giannis ignored him and winning the game anyway, or something happened. He was sitting at the scores table. Adrian Griffin was trying to talk to him. Giannis was ignoring him, and then just got him winning the game.
Because whenever
that was the money. I don't know if you remember this. I was like, bro, one more time, he out of there.
But
one more time. That, like stuff still start happening, bro.
I mean, the fact that the first game after he was out, they was dancing on the court and it was celebrating.
They had a party going.
They must have hated your guts.
But they was 30-13, bro.
Right, man.
You can't tell me.
So what?
You can't tell me another coach that had a better record that got fired before All-Star break.
No.
I can tell you one. I can relate it to the NFL.
You lose the locker room at 30-13. You lost with a lost locker room. You got 30-13.
They didn't respect them,
right?
They didn't respect them. And stories start coming out. Like Bobby Portis literally called him out. Bobby Portis called him out. Like, man, you scheming, man. This shit ain't working. Bobby Portis literally called him out.
Bro,
they were 30-13.
Look at all the stuff that was happening. It don't matter they was 30-13. Philadelphia is 10-1, and we knew Philadelphia was in trouble, football-wise. And it finally paid to tuition. But what I'm saying is, you can look at a team, because Indiana Pacers ain't never whooped Milwaukee like that. Milwaukee can't beat Indiana right now.
Right.
Can't beat them.
Hey, Indiana's a problem, man.
I mean, they're a problem, but they dominate Milwaukee.
Yeah.
When Milwaukee is healthy.
They do.
Yeah.
Like something's wrong with that. And then you watch them, they don't get back on D. Damian Lillard's like Olay. Like, you know, and you know you're gonna lose defense when you lose Drew Holiday. It's expected. But then you should make a move and go out and get a defensive guard.
But
bro,
maybe they were gonna do that at the trade deadline. I don't know.
Listening to you, you sound like you're talking about a team that's 13-30, not a team that's 30-13.
But
bro,
it doesn't matter the record. The record will play itself out in the playoffs.
Let me frame it up for you. Detroit is 5-39. Detroit is 5-39, and Monty is still there.
Well, he got a 6-year deal.
Well, you can't fire him, man. You just gave the man $80 million
for 6 years.
Hey, bro,
can't fire him,
bro. 5-39,
bro.
and
You
30-13.
You just gave the man 5 years, 80 or 100 million, whatever it is. You gonna fire him,
bro? I'm just saying.
You stuck with that.
I'm just saying, when you look at the records, you fire this man at 30-13, and this man is 5-39, and he's still there.
The owner
damn the money. Damn the money.
With the records.
The owner will walk the GM out the door immediately. If I have to pay 5.5 years of dead money.
Let me tell y'all something.
That's how you lose a job.
Stop with the 30-13. It came out that they've had the easiest schedule in the NBA. So they're 30-13. You know what's going to happen with that 30-13? They're going to start losing games. They're going to play tougher competition. By the time they get to the playoffs, they're second round exit. So the Bucks saw that coming. Eliminated now.
Wait, Kev. How can you say they had the easiest schedule in the NBA? Everybody done played each other now.
That's what they said. That's what was brought. When all this stuff came out, what was going on? They said they had the easiest schedule in the NBA going into the second half of the NBA.
Because they played the top heavy.
That's 30-13, bro.
They played top heavy bottom section of the East. That's why
the 30-13
exactly
was covering a lot of flaws, man. I'm telling y'all. And they nipped it in the bud now.
I can tell you this. If Milwaukee would have replaced him with a white coach, the racist card would have been yelled all over the place. They racist.
Probably so. Probably so.
At least they replaced him with a brother. So.
Well,
he, like y'all said, when he disrespected Terry Stotts, a respected veteran coach.
Yeah.
During what? Preseason, whatever that was?
Mm-hmm.
Off to a rocky start right there.
Yeah.
They hadn't even got the game yet.
Remember, Adrian Griffin's name was the hottest out there for coaching. Though, at the Bulls, they said that the Bulls should have hired him, and everybody, his name was on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had been around the league for a while. He been on
Then
benches.
you get a
He had
job
14 interviews and finally got one and didn't make it half
and
the
didn't
season.
make it half the season. Wow.
Now he got a check coming. Yeah, all right. He'll get his money.
Oh yeah. It's paper
But
right. He good.
yeah, he good on that.
Damn.
Now, I'm just saying, when the players get the coach fired, if you open up the encyclopedia, it's the Bucks dancing right now. That's what you're gonna see.
And the dancer was in that pregame dance too. Y'all saw that?
You know, I know that burnt you up, Kev.
Yeah,
I
it
know
did.
that burnt
It
you
did.
up.
I saw that.
I thought
The
they was about to
dancer was
start.
right
I
in.
thought they was about to cha-cha slide and everything, man. They was digging it. Damn, they having a party. They really hated this dude.
They partying, baby.
Man,
They party.
they was. You would have thought that they was in the finals,
Man, like, okay.
bro.
And you know there
That's
has to be a
crazy.
team decision to do that. So Giannis had to lead it.
Oh, yeah. They put that together.
Yeah.
They did the Wicked Witch is Dead dance from the Wizard of Oz. Damn, man.
Right. They
Hey,
meant that. That was done, bro. That was done for a reason. Trust me.
If
Letting the world know we good now.
if when your coworkers hate you as a person, that was that instant.
facts.
Damn, dog, they hated that dude, man. Everybody was celebrating.
And the thing is, when you came
Led
in
by
to
the
work that
dancer.
day, everybody knew that you was about to get the can. When you came in, the security guard used to be like, "What's up? What's
Right.
up, AD?" He didn't even speak to him.
He just his
He didn't
head
even
like,
speak
"What
to
up,
him.
bro? Hey,
Hey,
when you
soon as
come out, I'm gonna need that card for you, player."
Now you
Hey,
know how they speak and put their head down. Yeah, dog. Good to see you. I'm like, yeah. You know what they say,
soon,
nothing. Like,
hey, listen. When he walked into the building, the janitor went to his parking space with the screwdriver and took his nameplate off.
you probably walk right
Yeah.
past me in the lot. Where you
Take
going?
the nameplate off.
Don't worry about it.
Took his
Dude,
nameplate
that
off.
security
Oh, don't
like,
worry
"Hey
about it,
man,
bro.
I'm gonna need that card, bro. I'm gonna need that card when you leave.
This
Don't worry
brother,
about it."
The secretary.
brother been trying to get a
The, se-
head coaching job all them years, man, and make it a half a season.
The man had 14 interviews and finally got one and didn't make it a half a
Or
season. Now
how
put
all of
that
a sudden
resume
he
together.
was because I know when he was an assistant coach, players loved him. So how all of a sudden he become this asshole that everybody hated? I don't understand.
hey,
And
I
here's
don't know,
what's
man.
funny. Here's what's funny. When they hired him as head coach, Giannis had to approve of that.
Right.
So you approved of him,
Oh, deactivated.
and now a couple months later you approved of
They
getting
had
rid
to
of the
let
man.
him in. Hey, he was doing like this. It didn't work. He was like, "I got you, dog. I got you."
Right.
Secretary,
You
the
call
team
IT.
secretary gave him a hug. He was like, "What?" Yeah.
Call
Hey,
IT.
hey, Adrian.
You call IT. Something wrong with my card? No, it ain't. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just
They coded you out already. Oh, my bad, dog. No,
Right.
let me get you in, bro.
They were supposed to do that 3. I mean, oh shit. All right, go on.
They told me later today, but that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there.
They was gonna make you work the full day. I guess they changed their mind, huh?
Man,
Hey man, look, it
man.
ain't never funny when somebody lose their job, but professional coaches, I don't care. It's funny because they're gonna get their money anyway. Guaranteed money.
Right,
You still pay
right.
Straight.
Hey,
Yeah.
he ain't calling unemployment.
Look, right.
at all.
Look, if I got what 30 million on the table and you want to fire me after half a season, thank you.
Yeah.
God is good. Like, give me my paper. I'm gone. Shit.
Hey, Lefty, I don't think we talked about it because I think we forgot to talk about it when we was on 2 weeks ago, being off. But I know you wanted to talk about this, man. And for all the players, pimps, hustlers, Pat Riley, you that dude.
Oh, Pat Riley for president of the United States. Yes, sir.
Yes. Go ahead, take it, Lefty.
Pat for
Tell
president
the
of the
people
United
what's up.
States, man. Y'all probably know by now. Man, bless his heart. So he waited until Eric Spoelstra's divorce was finalized to give him an 8-year, $120 million extension. That's a person I would work for
Hey,
anytime.
man. Hey,
It wasn't
bro.
they say, hey man, it just chill out. The ink wasn't dry on the divorce papers, and it was breaking news that he just got extended 8 years. Shout out to Pat Riley. Applause. And to Eric Spoelstra's ex-wife, nah. That's what you get. Proceed. I'm done.
Bro, I
Impromptu
said legendary GM move.
Not bros before hoes. Hell no. Hell no.
Hey, that is. But he could play it off and say we could give an extension anytime we get ready.
They can.
We just felt like it did.
Right.
We wanted
It
to
was
cheer
the
him
right
up.
moment. It was the right moment.
Like he could play it off. He ain't got no explaining to do.
Yeah.
We give extension anytime we get ready. Just so happened when you was out the door, baby.
I'm pretty sure she left the marriage with a nice little bag. Supposed to be.
Oh, she good.
She good.
Yeah, she good.
But the fact that they waited until the divorce papers was signed
and announced it.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. More organizations need to act like that, man. Look out for you. Look out for your people.
They was sitting across the table, and she was like, "I want this, I want that," and he was like, slid the paper across, and she was like, "No argument, no nothing. Nah, we good."
She walked away good. Now don't act like she walked away
good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got a couple of meals out the deal, nice little piece of change, but she ain't getting none of that 120, baby.
She ain't get that 120.
She ain't getting none of that.
She was in the car listening to the radio, and it was like, breaking news. Eric Spoelstra. Hey, she in the car like,
I'll be petty and pull up with a new hot young thing too. Like this one 120 get you, baby. Hot young Miami young hotness. Like, what up now?
Oh, you gonna pull a Tom Brady?
Yeah, I'm
gonna pull a Tom Brady.
I'm gonna do a Brady. I'm gonna be all over the TMZ. I'm gonna call TMZ. I'm gonna be here. Meet me here. I'm gonna come out with something nice.
Yeah, that's how you play it. He in Miami.
Man.
He good. He ain't hurting. That's Coach Spo, baby.
What's up, man? Shout out to Pat Riley. Pat Riley for president, man.
Hey, that is a legendary Hall of Fame move.
Yeah.
Pat Riley, OG, man.
When you go to the Basketball Hall of Fame and Pat Riley like this, they be like, "What's that from?" That's the move.
That's the move. Boss.
All right, man. Hey, Sean.
News. Bears hired Eric Washington coordinator.
Yes. Bears hired
Bill's assistant. Ooh.
Yeah. So what that do?
Why y'all know how it went?
I was actually pulling for a Leslie Frazier type or even a Chris Harris, but from what I was reading, they did I guess Eberflus still supposed to call the defensive plays or something. So they didn't want to bring in
well established.
Yeah, you didn't want to be competing for the, you didn't want a power struggle. But they still that's what I read. Yeah, that's what I read. But yeah, Frazier calls defenses, and did you see Philly talking to Ron Rivera?
Defensive coordinator?
Yep, the coordinator.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what Philly should do? They should go after Vic Fangio. I don't understand what Miami is doing, but Miami is stupid. Always has.
A shocker there. Vic Fangio.
Hey, I don't understand that. So he the scapegoat.
How?
I don't understand it either, bro.
Well, somebody always got to take the fall. If it's not the head coach, they look around the locker room, see who ain't making eye contact, and be like, "Vic, you out."
That wasn't Fangio's fault, though.
Right. It ain't like they gave up 60 points to KC or something when they lost that game, man. Everybody knew the weather was a factor. I guess they collapsed at the end of the season, whatever. They knocked them out that one seed, but
so it's Fangio's fault.
Right, the defense he lost Chubb. I think he lost two or three other starters too. And it wasn't like they was at the bottom of the league, man. Fangio one of the best D coordinators of all time.
And Jalen Ramsey didn't even play the whole year, did he?
No, Ramsey missed half the season. He ain't play his first game to what? Game 7, 8?
Yeah, it was. I know it was. He
Big
wasn't there the
Fangio, if you
first 6
listen,
games.
feel free to come to the Giants. We love you, sir.
Only thing I would have loved him back in Chicago, but he runs a 3-4, so that wasn't gonna work. And of course, Eberflus ain't gonna have nobody that is gonna. He ain't gonna hire his replacement.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
Listen, they were talking about Bill Belichick not getting the Hawks job. I mean, the Falcons job, and Ryan Clark he had the quota of the day because he said, "What old dudes winning right now? None. The league people that's winning are the younger coaches now. All the old dudes, he's like, no disrespect to them, but none of them winning now. None of them winning.
Yeah, I mean the coaches. You look at the average age of coaches has dropped ridiculous. You know, it's the hot thing now. Coaches in their 40s now, and
right. It's
I
like
kind of
35 to 40 now.
I kind of wish Bill would have just retired instead of like getting out there and I ain't gonna say get embarrassed, but like just getting passed over. You know, like he's still a legend, man. Like it's better like do what Pete Carroll did. Pete just walked off. You know, Nick Saban, these guys just walked off. Don't get out there looking for another gig, interviewing, and don't get hired by nobody.
Pete Carroll still want to coach. I bet you Bill went in there on some because remember Atlanta interviewed him twice. It wasn't no one-top deal. They interviewed him twice.
Well, they said the ask was too high for them.
Mm-hmm. My guess, he went in there on power stuff.
Yeah, they said it was the structure. There was something with the structure, the power structure or something.
Yeah. So you can't be the coach and GM. We just saw how that turned out, Bill. Right. You coach the team.
Ain't like they've been good the last few years either. Like,
well, you can't be the coach and the GM. We just saw how that worked out.
Right.
You ain't drafted nobody in years. So we can't give you the GM and the coaches. No.
But remember, Bill ate in the 5th and 6th rounds for years.
Oh yeah,
because they never had
other talent. He had Tom Brady. So he had other talent to match with the steals he was getting. Right. He don't have the talent there to match with the steals he was. So ain't no steals no more. They got to come in and perform now.
Let me ask you, Kevo, let me ask y'all which is more shocking: Belichick not getting a job or Mike McCarthy not getting fired? Which is more shocking?
Mike McCarthy.
Agreed.
Yeah, I said
that'd be Mike McCarthy. Bro, there's no way that you damn near undefeated at home all season.
Yeah.
You won the bulk of your games by double digits at home. You are the number 2 seed. You lucked up and won a division because the Phillies falters. So now expectations is at least you get to the NFC Championship.
You were the 2 seed, man.
You're the 2 seed. You played against a dude that hold on. You played against a dude.
Who did they lose to in the playoffs, though, Kev?
They lost to Green Bay, a dude that was playing in his very first playoff game ever. Not only did you lose, they ran you out the building. I don't care what the final score was. Hell, you was down 48-16.
Did Quinn get fired?
He should have been fired just because of that.
Did anybody get fired? Any coordinators? Anybody get fired? Quinn still there, right?
No.
That's shocking.
Quinn's still there for now, but he interviewing for jobs.
Huh. I thought they was gonna slide Quinn over. That's what I thought.
Some people they were talking about that Quinn might slide over, but
McCarthy
that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Because we didn't won 12 games for the last 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't made it out of the first or second round. And this year was even more embarrassing. We didn't get out the first round at home.
And
we got embarrassed. We weren't ready to play. That's coaching.
Yeah.
So get out. I'll find somebody, and especially when you got Belichick on the market, Harbaugh on the market. Now you got coaches that are Vrabel on the market.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's more shocking to me is McCarthy.
I ain't think
he's not shocking to Belichick. They don't want his old ass.
I think he's gonna make it back through the tunnel after that game. McCarthy will get fired since
we're talking about the Cowgirls, And you asked that question there. Here go my question. Which family member was worse? Michael Parsons' brother, Dak's brother, or C.D. Lamb's mom? I'll tell you what they said. C.D. Lamb's mom said, Dak ain't it.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Dak's brother say, I want Dak out of Dallas. If I could get him to leave Dallas, I would. Parsons' brother say, y'all gonna miss Michael when he gone.
Wow.
Dak, take 40 million or pack your bags.
I would say C.D. Lamb's mom is the most wrong.
You should ask what's the most disrespectful.
Yeah, she was the most disrespectful.
Damn.
Like, that's your mom. Now, brothers pop off at the mouth all the time. You know, Michael Parsons came up and actually gave a statement. Hey, man, look, that ain't me. I can talk for myself. I get it.
He said he loved his team. He didn't say Dak is my boy. Dak is my man. He didn't say none of that. He said I love my
He said, I
teammates.
love my team. We brothers. We'll get it done. He didn't specifically say, I got Dak's back. Y'all gonna get up off Dak. That ain't me. That's my brother. He a grown man. Whatever. He didn't say Dak. He said, I love my teammates. Didn't say Dak. C.D. Lamb's mom, though. That's now you can't dispute. Like Shannon Sharp made a point that, look, man, when my sister says something, me and Sherlin always said, you got to watch what you say, especially publicly. It's going to come off when me and Sterling said that. Right.
It sounds like you've been.
So he was like, you gotta tell your family that, you know, it's emotional, but you got to tell them to chill out because it comes out on me and Sterling.
Yep.
So he was like, we had to tell our sisters that during our career. Like, y'all can't just pop off. It comes out on us. So, but if mom say it, get this dude ain't that. My son deserves better. Woo, 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 right? That's mom's. Now, you can say whether he talked to his mom or not. I don't know. Mom's just popped off.
Was she tweeting at them 3 drops he had in that game as well?
Well,
right.
Well, yeah, that's something too. That's something too.
Right. You know what I mean?
But
So,
here's the overall thing, y'all. They got to go back to that locker room come training camp.
Yeah.
How does that work exactly?
Yeah.
So Dak really doesn't know if Michael Parsons talked to his brother. Dak really doesn't know if CeeDee Lamb talked to his mama. They got to go back into the locker room as if none of this happened. I'm sure to be an air out session. I'm sure to be, hey, man, it ain't like that, bro. You my teammate, woo, woo, right? But Dak don't know that in his mind. You don't know that.
And you know what, Dak, I'm not a Dak fan, but I do think he gets way too much blame. But I get it. It's the quarterback position. You're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. It's a high-profile position. Like, you're going to be scrutinized, you know, at a ridiculous level. But for his mom and his brother to come out with those tweets and, you know, Michael's people, whatever, when the defense gave up 48.
Right. Let's talk about the defense, Michael Parsons' brother.
Right.
Your brother was a part of that.
The defense. You
were down 48-16.
Right.
People were wide open.
Right.
Yeah, like, so.
Right. They walked down the field.
Right. And so my defense gives up 48, and all I hear the next morning, I'm looking at tweets from your brother and mother and all this, and it's like it's one thing for the outsiders, you know, the media gonna always speculate or whatever. They're gonna have their little saying. But man, what is y'all? If nothing else, man, your teammates supposed to, hey, bro.
Now,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this, Lefty.
This is number one.
You are absolutely correct. You are correct. That gets so much heat, smoke, blame, all of that. Dak takes the high road. Sometimes you gotta come out. You gotta come out and say something sometime, man, and let your balls drop, man. The fuck?
But we say that about Russell Wilson too, and he don't do it either.
Yeah.
They company dudes. They the perfect company dudes.
If you give Dak all that smoke, you gotta give Josh Allen the same smoke, bro.
Right.
Hey,
you gotta give him the same smoke.
Great point.
Funny you said that.
Great point.
Because Ryan Clark went in on that.
Great point.
I don't know if y'all saw it. Ryan Clark said, "Hey man, look, this ain't about him being a great player. He's a great player. He shows it all the time. He did his job. I'm not blaming this loss on him." But he was like, at some point, he got to win the game. He kept losing the dude. So
Yeah.
you're a great player, but you can't get to the big dance. You can't get to the big dance. So at some point, you got to say, hey, man, you keep coming up short. It ain't about your play. And Dan Orlovsky defends him. But did you see that? Look at the stats. No. There ain't nobody saying that. Because when
Dan
Dak
protects
loses,
every quarterback.
he does. He won't. If Lamar Jackson loses tomorrow, he's going to come in Monday morning and blame Lamar. That's the point Ryan Clark was trying to make. It's different with other players. And they didn't want to come out and publicly say the race card on TV.
Right.
Everybody knew where this was going.
Mm-hmm.
When Lamar loses, you're going to blame Lamar. When Dak loses, you blame Dak. When Josh Allen loses, oh, well, look at who dropped the ball. Look at who, right? You never blame Josh Allen. So it's the race car in the air, but ain't nobody going to say it. Guarantee you, if Lamar Jackson loses tomorrow, and Lamar Jackson has 500 yards,
if Purdy
it ain't going to
loses,
matter.
If Purdy
Lamar's
loses to
fault.
Detroit, though, they're going to put it on Purdy. If the Lions beat the Niners, they'll put it on Purdy. I don't think it's that. I think the Dak to Josh Allen thing I get is it's more because just a high profile position, playing for the Dallas Cowboys. We know they, all day, every day, every sports media talks about Dallas Cowboys. They get on our nerves with it. So he's in a much higher profile position. So he's going to get a lot more flack. But you're right, Josh Allen does deserve it because he hasn't gotten over the top. You just got paper, player. You ain't took him over the top,
Right.
and your game is regressing since Dable left. Like you didn't have as good of a year after Dable left, and ain't nobody.
Josh Allen did all he can do.
Yeah.
So you can't blame
Allen
him
throw 3 picks
specifically
like
for the
that.
loss. But if every other quarterback gets blamed when they lose,
Right.
you should get the same blame, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
You're the quarterback.
Definitely.
It just comes with the job.
Oh, what up, cuz? Yeah, you're right.
But
Allen didn't throw 3 picks, but he wasn't playing from behind either. The whole
now coaching matters. Now coaching matters. When Dayball leaves, now all of a sudden, that's why Josh regresses.
He took a step back.
So all the people who talk about coaching don't matter. I wasn't even going to jump in today, but you just opened the door on that one. Watch how Joe Burrow does. His guy just left to go to Tennessee. I want to say
Brian Callahan.
Right, that's the only coordinator he's ever had.
The only one.
Right.
Only one. Coaching matters, people. Coaching matters. All you watching, all you people who want to blame whoever or whatever. Coaching matters.
Yeah,
we see it.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson with a new coordinator this year. MVP, man.
MVP though.
They got rid of Greg Roman, brought in this other cat.
Right.
Lamar,
he didn't throw for 6,000 yards like he said he was, but he still had an MVP type season.
Yeah.
But for me, when it comes to Lamar Jackson, an MVP can GFY. I need the man to win and get to the chip.
Yeah.
You can have that MVP.
Right.
Get to the chip.
Yeah, ask Aaron Rodgers about that. He got 1 million MVPs and 1 Super Bowl ring.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you,
get
man.
The chip.
Everything this year.
Can he get that chip though?
Lamar. Everything this year is
Can
set
he
up
get that chip?
You will not have a better chance at it than this year. You are the number 1 seed. You're the best team as far as offense and defense put together. You can't ask for no more. And you're not gonna keep getting to the AFC Championship game with a home field advantage. You're not gonna keep doing it. So this is all or nothing. I'm not saying Baltimore is old and they might not make it again. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you don't have this opportunity every year like this.
Right.
Like this is laid out for Baltimore. All you do is go out and win the game, and then you're in the bowl, baby. You're in the bowl.
And where would that put Harbaugh as a coach too, man? You got to start talking about him.
This will be his second Super Bowl, right? If he went, right?
Yeah. It'd be a second, but you got to start talking about him with some of the greats, man. Like Baltimore is competitive every year, and through injuries, through change of personnel, coordinators leaving. Man, that team is
15 running backs
always
hurt a
messed up.
year.
Yeah, man.
Man, Kev, I was
Harbaugh's a
just
hell of a
finna say
coach.
that.
Yeah,
I
they
was
had a
just
lot of
finna say
injuries.
that.
They
You got
survived a lot
15,
of injuries.
your running back 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, and 4 got hurt in the same year
Yeah,
before the season started.
yeah. You gotta
It's
start talking
like,
about. You gotta start talking about John up there, man, with some of the greats, man. Like, it's a hell of a coach. He's a hell of a coach. That Ravens team you can never count them out.
Well, as
now,
long as Lamar healthy,
I'm tired of Brock Purdy comments of being a game manager. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because it's not like he's putting 300 up. He putting up yards. A game manager is somebody like Kyle Orton,
Right.
102 yards, and the defense gets them the win. Bro, and I don't want to hear because, oh, he got CMC. He got a Ewick. Oh, he got Debo.
but it's
Don't
true
hate the
though.
man for what the
True.
GM got on his squad.
Yeah.
But it's a
So,
true statement
all
though.
right,
If
Kev.
Brock Purdy didn't have those weapons,
Joe
you'll
Burrow.
never hear from Brock Purdy
Joe
ever in life.
Burrow.
Stop it. Don't do this,
Look
man.
at
Don't do
look
this.
at Joe
Do not do
Burrow's
this.
In
squad.
life,
Do you ever say he a game manager? Do you ever say he a
No,
game manager?
because
Looking
Joe
at what
Burrow
he
can
got.
make it work with anybody. Purdy cannot.
did they say
Let's
that
not do
about?
this, man.
Did they say
Let's
that
not do
about
this.
Joe?
No
Did they say
disrespect
that
to
about Joe
Brock Purdy.
Montana?
Huh?
Let's go back. Did they say that about Joe Montana? He had Rice, Taylor, Dwight Clark, Roger Craig.
And weapons.
He had weapons, but
Yeah,
nobody ever
weapons.
called Joe Montana a game manager. So
Exactly.
yeah, I think that's an unfair assessment of his game. I'm not saying Purdy's no Tom Brady, but
Right. Not
hell, you
saying
could,
that, man.
because the thing is, he could. I mean, he could go out there and be throwing 3-4 picks a game.
Well,
Like
well,
the guy, he only lost 5 games since he's been a starter. I mean, at some point you got to give him credit, and CMC wasn't there for all them. So
when his weapons weren't there, he lost. Last week, he put on a game-winning
Kev.
drive. That's great. Don't act like he had a Hall of
Hey,
Fame game.
hey,
I'm not
Kev.
here to disrespect the man, but I'm not. He's in the NFC Championship. I'm not here to disrespect him. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. He's not. But when you put him on
When
the line
any
of
of
the
your
names
star
that's in the
players
league
go
right now,
down,
don't
it
do that.
changes the makeup of the game for you.
yeah, would Tua be the same without Tyreek Hill?
If Jamar Chase goes down, it changes Joe Burrow's game.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase did go down a couple games before he ultimately went down. But Jamar Chase did go down a couple games.
And
And
Burrow
Burrow,
can
guess what
still
happened?
make it happen.
He got
but
If
he
Burrow
got
if
hurt
Debo
in that
if Debo
spring.
don't play tomorrow, and let's say Ayuk get hurt, Purdy is done without CMC.
Yeah. 'Cause who they backups? Name me one of them right now.
I don't know.
Sam Darnold.
Exactly. No, I'm talking about the receiving core. Who
See,
gonna come in and fill the void for them? If you can name one of them, I'll agree with
Ain't
you.
nobody gonna come in and fill the void. What I'm saying is there's quarterbacks that can make it happen if they don't have their top receivers. And then there's quarterbacks that's gonna fail without their top receivers. Purdy falls in that category. It is what it is,
but
dog. Like it ain't no
that's
disrespect to
majority
him.
of
It
all
just
the
is what it is.
quarterbacks in the league, though. That's damn every quarterback in the league. Without your star, it's not gonna be the same. I mean,
If Stephon
Look at
Diggs didn't
Hurts.
play, Josh Allen will still
Look
make
at
it happen.
Hurts. Look at Hurts
when
when
AJ
AJ
Brown,
Brown went down.
yeah.
Look at Mahomes still balling out with dudes that's dropping the ball.
Yeah, but you talking
They're
about
See
not
what I'm
dropping the
saying?
ball no more.
If
They're
you talking
not
about
dropping the ball no
well,
more. That was
well,
about
early in the
finally in the
season.
wild card game. Thank you.
that's a different level. Nobody's comparing Purdy to Mahomes and those cats like that. I'm just saying, but he ain't trash. He ain't just
I'm
some
not gonna
game
say he's trash.
manager throwing it 2 yards and they running for 80, even though Debo
Yeah.
can't do that.
Okay, can we agree to this? Purdy needs everything to work for him to be successful. Not all quarterbacks need everything to work to be successful.
So
Y'all pounded that, and I'll leave it at that.
okay, so what happened last year against Philly when Purdy went down? They still had Debo.
Hey,
Christian
lefty.
McCaffrey was there.
They lost all
Hold,
their
hold,
quarterbacks. You can't compare
Lefty,
that.
hold
All their
that comment,
quarterbacks
man.
got hurt. Hell, McCaffrey was
Hold
the
those
quarterback.
comments. Hold those comments, man. We got to go pay the water bill, and we'll be right back to finish up this impromptu in the box on game manager Brock Purdy.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Chi. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
All right, we back, man, and we was having a spirited debate about Brock Purdy being a game manager, comparing him to some of the other quarterbacks around the league. So Lefty, go
Yeah.
ahead with your.
You could say that. Like I said, I think Shanahan is a great offensive line, a great coach, and when you have those type of weapons, pretty much you could just say, hey, you don't have to overdo it. Just get these guys the ball, and he's doing what he needs to do. Like, I'll give you a prime example. We were watching the Dallas game. With me, Lloyd, it was a bunch of us. We were watching the game, right? We knew when they fell behind, first thing everybody said, when Dak got to do too much, when he has to try to do too much, that's where he falters. And that's when the picks start coming in, things like that. So, but I don't think that. So when you talk about Purdy, when you have those type of weapons, just get your guys the ball. He don't have to try to do too much. Let's bring it to Chicago, right? We saying Justin Fields. Let's just say, for instance, keep Justin Fields. They sign Saquon Barkley. They get Marvin Harrison Jr., whatever. So you're going to have all these weapons. All you need to do is get the guys the ball. Now you don't have to do as much. You don't have to try to extend the play and and try to run for 40 yards every time you got the ball and scramble and all that. Get your guys the ball. I think that's all they ask Purdy to do, and he does it well. But I don't think that necessarily labels him a manager. The kid got a good arm, man. He got a game.
I mean, Garoppolo did that.
A good game. Yeah. But Garoppolo's never labeled a game manager either. Was he?
That is true.
They won with Garoppolo. Garoppolo just couldn't stay healthy. When Garoppolo was healthy,
Now-
they won.
Now, Kev, if you take away the phrase game manager and say he's a system quarterback, I'll give you that. Because in that system, Garoppolo has done it the same way, and so has Brock Purdy the same way. System, yes. Game manager, no.
Well, first of all, I didn't call him a game manager. I was just speaking on the difference when people talk about Purdy's compared to quarterbacks. I never called him a game manager.
Right.
What I said was, when you take Debo, IU, Christian McCaffrey off that team, Purdy can't make it happen by itself. There are certain quarterbacks that you take their weapons out, they can make it happen by itself. That's the difference.
Those are
It is what it is. There's no slight to
Those
Purdy.
are those
He's
are
just not on
legendary
that level.
QBs. So
Ravens can do that.
those legendary QBs. Nobody is saying that Brock Purdy is a
No, I'm
legendary
talking about current
QB.
QBs in the league.
Right,
I ain't talking about legendary. I'm talking about current
Okay.
QBs in the league.
Mahomes is gonna be legendary.
Mahomes
Even
is
though I don't like the dude. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't like him. I don't like his brother and his wife.
His brother ain't got
all
nothing
up
to
in
do
the
with him.
camp
We
and all
talking about him as a
that.
player.
Hey,
Not
I'm
about
just
his
saying.
person.
I'm just saying.
Man, cool though.
But he is down the road of legendary status already. He's on that road.
So ask
Barring any injury,
yourself this, Ben
he's
and
going to
Kid.
be a legend.
Right. Answer this. Would the Niners be where they were if Sam Darnold, if Purdy got hurt and Sam Darnold was the quarterback? Because now, because you're pretty much just putting it like, well, I could put any quarterback in there with those weapons, and it'll work, right? Is that how you feel?
I don't.
Because Sam Darnold has been trash.
You say he's a system quarterback, though, right?
I'll give you the word system before I give you game.
Like game manager is a really disrespectful phrase for a quarterback. Like people don't realize.
Pretty much. That is what I'm getting at.
Phrase for a quarterback, dude. Like that's. So like I said, so you telling me the Niners would be where they are if Sam Darnold was a quarterback? I don't think so. Purdy played a part in that, dog.
I'm not disrespecting Purdy, and I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. All I'm saying is, to have this dude the MVP, you're telling me he's the best player in the league, right? He was in the MVP run. He was in the Purdy for a minute was in the MVP run. So if he's the MVP,
Well,
you're telling me
you had
he's
to
the
look
best
at his
quarterback,
numbers
the
that he
best
was
player in
putting
the
up,
league,
Kev.
and I never bought into.
MVP is about the numbers you putting up.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You gotta, bro.
What was MVP about, kid?
Can y'all admit Purdy was in the MVP running earlier this year?
Yeah, he had a nice little stretch though. His numbers was sick.
He had a
So did he
6-game
look like the
stretch,
best
man,
player
and he
in the
was
league to
300, 400 yards a game.
Yeah, but I mean that's that stretch.
So did he
look
like the best player in the league to you?
Best player? He looked like he looked like a top tier quarterback. For that stretch, he did. He like one of a top tier quarterback for that stretch.
Okay. Did he have a better year than Lamar?
No, that's why.
Did he have a better year than Josh Allen?
That's why he fell out. That's why he fell out.
He fell out of MVP talk. But that stretch he was on, that stretch he went on, man, that was MVP numbers.
Well, Philadelphia was 10-1. We never said Jalen Hurts was MVP. They was 10-1.
They were talking about Dak for MVP too one time. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. The Dallas went on a run against bad teams.
Right.
All I'm saying, man.
Dak and Lamar was neck and
Well,
neck.
what's the difference? What's the difference? If they was playing bad teams, good teams don't matter. He's putting up numbers, and Dak was in the running.
Dak was in the running because they put up numbers against bad teams. When they played good teams, they usually lost. All I'm saying is Purdy is a good quarterback, bro.
Purdy had runs against good teams.
Not saying he's not. But San Francisco runs the type of system where you can plug and replace a quarterback. That's what they've done with Purdy. All they did was took Garoppolo and put Purdy in. That's all he did.
Well, Trey
So
Lance,
you're
y'all
trying
won't admit it or not. That's all he
answer the
did.
question that Lefty had for you.
Trey Lance looked
Could
like
Sam
But they put Lance in,
do
but
what
that
it?
didn't work.
So you saying Sam Darnold, they would be the same player where they are now, playing to go to the Super Bowl if Sam Darnold would have had to step in the middle of the season?
More than likely.
Okay.
Now, if you ask me the question, do I think Purdy is better than Sam Darnold? Yes, I do.
Okay.
So, do you sacrifice a couple of games, but you still be in position? All the 49ers have done the last couple of years is replace quarterbacks. That's all they've done. They put another dude in. So whether it's Garoppolo, whether it's Trey Lance, whether it's Purdy, they just put another dude in. All their weapons still there. Their defense still there. All it is.
Well, you can go back to what Sean said. Coaching matters.
Yeah, well, you got Kyle Shanahan. So with his system, which is the same system dude is running in Miami, you plug and place. Would Tua go to Buffalo and be good? No. If he's good in that Miami system. Can Purdy go to Carolina and shine? No. It's good with
Carolina is a shit show.
Mahomes
can't go to Carolina and shine.
The point I'm making is you take your talents out of that system and it's a whole nother thing. That's the point
So
I'm
you're
making.
trying to tell me
Carolina is a shit show. You're right. I wouldn't play for the Owners to save my life. But all I'm saying is,
saying that Patrick Mahomes could go to Carolina and take them to the conference championship?
He'd do better than Purdy would. Hell, he'd do better than Tua.
Answer. I didn't say what he'd do over Purdy. Could he take them with the team that they got to the conference championship?
I'm not saying he could take them to the conference championship. You're missing my point. What I'm saying is,
all his State Farm commercials would be terminated
with another organization and be good. Purdy cannot do that. He can't. To me, Tua can't do that. Like there are guys that's designed for systems and systems only.
So
Purdy
couldn't play for Andy Reid. He couldn't play for Andy Reid. He couldn't play for Andy Reid.
Who, Purdy?
Yeah. To be successful.
Yeah, because it's a system. It's a certain system. But I'm saying there's quarterbacks that can go to any system and be good.
Oh yeah,
Purdy is not one of them dudes.
No, I don't think.
That's all I'm saying, dog.
I don't. No, you're right. I don't think he can go to any system. He's not that type of dude. I mean, hell, they had to change. Bruce Arians had to change Tampa's system to fit Brady. They had to bring pretty much the New England system over because Tom struggled in Arians' system.
Yeah, because he was dropping back and just throwing the ball 50 times a damn game.
But that's Bruce Arians.
That wasn't Tom Brady's thing.
That's Bruce Arians. That's Bruce Arians' thing.
Yeah, that wasn't Tom Brady's thing, though.
Right, but I'm saying, but you could, I mean, right. So they had to bring in a system that he was used to running. So can you call Tom Brady a system quarterback?
No.
No one ever would.
No.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, like Lefty, I agree with you. That is like one of the most disrespectful phrases or terms to use on a quarterback.
Game manager.
That's just like a temp.
Well, we could. That's just like, well, anybody could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Purdy got a chance to actually win a Super Bowl. We're not gonna look at Purdy like, oh man, Brock Purdy for Brock Purdy. We're not gonna do that. So stop it.
Isn't it a similar story to Tom Brady's though? Right? Last pick, Brady was 6th round pick, comes in.
No, he was the very last pick in the round. Do not compare 6th round to the very last.
It's not far.
That means, motherfuckers.
It's only 7 rounds.
So many people passed on him.
I'm just saying. It's 7 rounds, Kev. It ain't like
that. Right. It's 7 rounds. So that means you are the very, you know how many picks came before the very last pick?
You know how many picks came before Tom Brady?
Yeah. And he was behind him.
Right.
So let's put it in perspective. You are and you're a quarterback, number one. You ain't some, safety or something, right? You're the quarterback. So you're the quarterback.
Okay.
And You are the very last pick of the draft. No one believed in you. No one. So
you got undrafted quarterbacks that come in and do good. What does that mean? But I'm saying,
bro.
if Purdy wins a Super Bowl, right? Isn't it I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but it's Tom Brady-ish. We forget, man, that New England team wasn't trash when Brady got there. Bledsoe was one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And New England was a good team when he replaced him when Bledsoe got hurt. So it wasn't like, that's why I'm saying the stories are similar. The system was the same and everything. Brady stepped in, a late round pick, whether he was last or sixth round, Kevin. It's not a big difference in the rounds.
Because let's not compare the very last pick of the entire draft.
Like
but
no one drafts those people that low to be starters. Like you're not. Oh, that's my next.
Well, he became a starter because they got rid of Garoppolo and Trey Lance didn't pan out. That's why they didn't name him the starter.
Brady,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Named
the starter either, though. Brady,
they didn't bring him in, and you're the starter.
And
you lucked into the starting role.
Neither was Brady. So then the same thing happened to Brady.
Brady lucked into the starting role.
Brady lucked in with Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Right. Yes. Right.
Brady,
and never let it go. And never let it go.
But you're saying no one does that and becomes a starter. They didn't name him a starter. He lucked up and became a starter. They didn't pick him to be no damn starter. He became a starter when they got rid of Garoppolo and Trey Lance didn't pan out. Hell, Trey Lance got hurt. That's what really happened.
But when we mentioned
Trey Lance was the starter.
But when we mentioned
don't do
Tom
that.
Brady, isn't the story similar though? Isn't it a similar story? Somebody got hurt, stepped in. Now you're right. If he wins the Super Bowl, say maybe get 2 or 3. Who knows? That San Fran team is good, still young. I'm just saying. You got to look at it like that, dog. It's not we sometimes we tend to get lost in how Brady got there. And it wasn't like when he first started, he was killing like that. He came in, he did a good job, but that New England, everybody forget how good New England defenses were too.
Right, and the kicker won the game.
Right, they were top defense. When they beat the Rams, they only scored 13 points. I believe the game was real low scoring. When they beat the greatest show on turf, it was a low scoring game.
Drew Bledsoe, once he got healthy, they call him into the coaches meeting.
Really? Wally Pip, for real.
Hey, Bledsoe go into the office. He was good, but they called him in the office and said, "Hey, we're gonna stay with the young guy and see how it works."
Well, Dak did Tony Romo like that. We ain't talking about the business decisions.
Yeah.
We understand that.
But Dak earned that in camp too, though. And Romo, he's on his last legs, but he came in and won it. He didn't step in when Romo got hurt like that. This is talking about middle of the season type stuff. So Dak won that job like outright. And Romo was Jerry Jones' son.
Yeah, he was.
He loved him. So, you really had to show something for him to move on from Romo.
I think literally he is his son.
Probably. Probably. He'll never be without a job. I can tell you that much.
Never.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So, man, let's talk about this championship Sunday, man. AFC, KC versus B-More. Baltimore by 4. What does KC have to do, Lefty, to win? And Kev, what does Baltimore have to do to win this game? Go ahead, Lefty.
What does KC have to do? They have to do what I don't think they can do, and that's run the ball effectively. I don't think they can do that against that Baltimore defense, but I think they have to, you have to run the ball effectively, and then that'll kind of open things up for Mahomes and those receivers. As great as Mahomes is, the weapons he has, you just need a lot of help as far as the guys really aren't dependable. Like Kelsey, you're gonna need Kelsey to have, of course, a Kelsey type game, a huge game. But it's gonna start with running the football, and kind of, because I think what you want to do with Baltimore is keep the ball out of Lamar's hands. So you don't want to try to hold. And KC hasn't been able to shoot out anybody this year. KC ain't putting up 30, 40 points like that this year, like they've been doing in the past. So you got to kind of get the game just manageable. try to keep the offense off the field. And that's going to start with the run game. So that's the only chance I think they got.
All right, Kev. What are the keys to Baltimore's success?
I think Baltimore just has to stay the course. You've been the best team in the league basically all year, offense and defensively. So your defense has to just show up once again, get to Mahomes, pressure the wide receivers. You pressure Mahomes, you make Mahomes get out the. Now Mahomes is a bad boy, though. Don't get me wrong, but you pressure him, you make him get out the pocket, make him throw some throws, right? You double team Kelsey, you take him out the game, and you stay the course. Baltimore did it all year. Yeah. Offensively, Lamar got weapons. Lamar's the X factor when you zone everybody, whatever, and Lamar can take off. He's the ultimate X factor. So all Baltimore got to do is stay the course. You gotta get to Mahomes though. Like if you get to the head of the snake, you mess the whole offense up. They're done. Chiefs don't have that 30, 40-point offense this year. They can't play comeback. Not this year.
Right.
So you just play you keep the train moving, Baltimore. Keep the train moving. Get to Mahomes.
Baltimore needs to keep Mahomes in the pocket. Don't let him get outside the pocket because that's when he shows his greatness.
Yeah, he can scramble, make some stuff happen. But if they get to him, you're throwing off the offense. You make sure you take Kelsey out the game. Take him out. Make somebody else beat you. Make them young boys step up and beat you. You win the game.
Lefty, should KC put a designated spy on Lamar for the entire game?
Yeah. That's probably
and make his receivers beat you.
But Zay
make the receivers beat you.
Zay Flowers a bad
I know.
boy.
You got to make him throw the ball and don't let him get them runs.
Yeah. You definitely have to.
You don't know when the run coming.
You have to try to contain those big runs. So I'm pretty sure y'all gonna keep a spy on Lamar as much as they can. It's not that same narrative that they said about, or some say about Justin, is make him play quarterback. Like Lamar is showing that he can play quarterback.
He can do both, yeah.
Like he's showing now that he can really play quarterback. So, but that threat of that big run, it's always there. So you got to keep a spy on. You have to.
It's always there, buddy.
It's always there.
It's the X factor.
And I think for KC to win, Jones have to have a monster game. He has to
get to Lamar, but the thing is, Lamar can take off on him.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You either got to collapse the pocket and get to Lamar before he realizes it and takes off. Like that's
when I say a big game for Chris, when I say a big game, it doesn't have to be sacks. Knocking the ball down, forcing him into the other defensive players. That's the type of game he needs to be back there and like muddy the waters back there and for them to win.
Yeah, definitely.
So now the question is, Lefty, who you got?
Baltimore. I've been saying all year.
He showed you they can play on the road now.
I mean, now Mahomes is getting into that Tom Brady like category where it's hard to bet against him. You always got a chance as long as you got Patrick Mahomes. There's a shot. I just think
he's starting to get that perfect life, Lefty.
Yeah. He getting close. He getting real close. I don't hate him though. Not yet. He cool right now. But just Baltimore has just been they just good, man. Like that, and they're more than just Lamar. That defense is outstanding. I just don't think KC could pull it off. So it's Baltimore for me.
KDL.
So I was going to originally bet Sly on this, and I was going to take KC. After this was early in the week, I saw him pull off at Buffalo. I said, somebody got to beat Mahomes until this man is beat. I'm rolling with KC. And then I analyzed throughout the week. I said, everything is set up for Baltimore, man. Like you can't blow
your analytics. You had your analytics going?
I had to run it all week. And I was actually going to bet slide on this, for real. But I ran it, and I said, bro, they got home field advantage. They are the best offensive combined with defensive team. KC, Mahomes is that dude, but he ain't got it like that this year. Like, Mahomes will wheel him, but he ain't got the dogs. So the time to beat KC is now. I think Baltimore will do it, especially at home. And it's Baltimore's year, man. Like, everything is set up for them to at least get there. You know, I don't know the Super Bowl, but they got to at least get there.
But would it be a shock if Mahomes pulled it off?
No, it wouldn't, because it's Patrick Mahomes.
Right, because it's Mahomes. Right?
He don't get the shock value. Who's going to get the shock value is the NFC game.
Mm-hmm.
If Goff pulls it off. Mahomes, you'd be like, well, that's Patrick Mahomes, man. You know, he that dude. Like, it won't be shocking.
Right, exactly.
Would you agree it'll be more disappointing with Baltimore than it would be shocking with KC?
Yes.
Oh, the disappointment.
How many times you going to have home field advantage? Like, you,
yeah.
This ain't going to happen every year.
Bro.
Yeah, definitely.
You healthy.
The disappointment for Baltimore will be the same as that first round loss for the Cowgirls. That disappointment is going to be real.
It'll be disappointing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I look at it like that. You're right.
Now, let's go on to the NFC. Lefty, I'll give you Detroit. What does Detroit have to win? And Kev, what does San Fran have to do to win? Kev, you go first.
San Fran has to, first of all, have Debo. He's huge, whether y'all want to admit it or not. San Fran needs to get the Goff and make Jared Goff be Jared Goff. If you put pressure on him, he'll throw the ball away. It's a proven fact. All they got to do is get to him. So Bosa, those guys, all they got to do is get to him. However, Detroit has a running game. So you're going to have to stop the run as well as get the Goff. If they can do that and Purdy doesn't throw the ball away.
They got a run game.
All-American quarterback. If he doesn't throw the ball away, right? Because he can, if you get to him, he'll do that too. Control the ball. Don't throw it away. Get to Goff. You win the game. Win the game. And it ain't got to be high scoring. You win the game.
All right. What does Will God's Detroit Lions need to do to win the game, Lefty?
First of all, I feel like you set me up because you know how I feel about golf. But so I feel like this question is a setup. Neither here nor there. Cam kind of touched on it. Run the ball. And that's one of San Fran's weaknesses is stopping the run. And Detroit can run the ball, man. Like you need Gibbs and Montgomery to go crazy. You need Dan Campbell. Like, don't lose your edge, but don't be stupid with the fourth down thing. Like, don't get crazy with it. Like, do it when it makes sense. Don't just do it for the, because I got big cojones.
You do know that's like putting a cook. That's like putting a kid in the kitchen and a whole box of cookies sitting there and say don't touch.
But you
yeah, pretty much.
But you playing to go to the bowl. Like this is huge. And right now, quietly, man, Detroit's turning into everyone's little Cinderella story. They turn into the underdogs.
The darlings. They turn into
the darlings right now. But the key is going to definitely be running the ball. You got to try to contain. If you can keep San Fran from just going on one of those like 14, 21 point runoffs. You know what I mean? You get Debo and Christian McCaffrey going, man. It's going to be tough. Like, I don't think you can stop them. But, similar to the KC thing, the best thing is to try to keep San Fran's offense off the field. And you do that by running the ball. Control the run game, keep them off the field, keep the game close, pull it out.
Now, I know.
But you fall behind.
You
got to depend on
golf. You said
that's when they're going to start throwing the ball.
How you feel about golf? Golf is feeling itself right now.
He is. He should.
He's been balling.
He's feeling himself, and he's in that right now. It's like I can't do no wrong. I'm playing at the highest level I'm probably played since.
He has a right.
Man,
he has a right. Golf has not been turning the ball over. Golf has been balling.
Yes.
Give credit when it's due.
Right.
Yes.
Got to. Yeah.
Now, a lot of that is due to that two-headed monster they got running that ball, and that keeps that D line at bay.
And that play action become deadly.
Right.
Yeah,
And St.
and
Brown is catching the ball too. So they got and the tight end, like they got weapons, bro.
But
They got weapons.
the tight end's not 100%. They just bought somebody to the active squad. Like his knee is really bad.
Laporta. What is
The boy
Laporta?
Yeah, his knee is pretty
Yeah, and
they
that's
brought your
strong
boy
for
Ertz
them.
in.
Yeah. That's strong.
And
But I'm gonna tell you that
huge. That's huge.
you got David Montgomery pounding you, and then you got Gibbs that will pound you and put on the Jets on you. Man, that's deadly.
He's the breakaway guy. And you know what? In golf, I talk crazy about him, but I mean, it's kind of similar. I'm not going to say similar to, well, kind of like with Purdy's situation. He has like a quarterback's best friend, right? He has a good running game, a dependable tight end. He got a true number one receiver. It's just don't wet the bed. You know.
That's true. Don't throw it away.
Yeah, just don't wet the bed, man.
Hey, crew. Angry Man just finished his work release, picking up trash on the highway.
Again?
He popping in. He got his little his glitter vest on because he's picking up trash.
He's sitting in somebody's neighborhood he ain't got no business being in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sean, let's see what he got to say, man. This should be good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, the CEO of my company is here, and I decided to take 5 minutes to get on this show because I ain't been on here for a while because, as you can see, I'm a very important person, okay? But I just sit here while I was backstage listening to this soliloquy that Damani put on. What I need you to do, first of all, is apologize to the man for what you said about him. Jared Goff. You haven't swallowed crow yet. And I need you to do that.
If he go to the Super Bowl, I'll take the crow slide. I'll take it.
But why you gotta go to the Super Bowl? You didn't even have him. You had the man losing every game as usual.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I mean, come on. You know, and I know that even though I missed the beginning of the show, Kevin Lauder had to talk about Booker having 62 points, blowing 17-point lead. That was wasted stat. You're talking about a waste of stat. That's got to be the wasted stat in any pro league.
That ain't Booker's fault. The Suns don't play defense. What you want the man to do? You want him to score and stop the whole team?
I figured you wouldn't be on the same page as me as usual. The man scored 62 and lost.
Right.
Where do we do this at?
Bro, Town scored 60 the other night and lost.
That's like paying for a room, paying for dinner, get there and go to sleep. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. That is exactly what he did.
He didn't close the deal, sir.
He didn't close the deal. He went, you know what I'm saying? But your boy in Washington did the same thing with the 150 grand, but still, I mean, come on, bro. Oh, come on, man. At least Luka got the night away. You know, he took care of business. This dude, he was up too. So basically, he took his clothes off and went to sleep. Come on, man. Come on, Kevin. That's terrible, man.
Hell no.
Hey, and what I do,
we actually watched that game live too.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have. That was terrible. Hey, man. Hey, Ben, I know before I go, you never give Lamar any credit. So before I get off this call, I better hear you say Lamar is a top 5 quarterback. I got to hear it.
Hey, I need him to win and go to the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say.
So you going to take exactly what that dude in the corner said and use the same thing? Oh, wow.
I'm tired of him getting the accolades for MVP. I need him to get to the dance to get all the doubters off them. Get to the chip. Get to the chip.
The only thing I got to tell you
We
is,
don't say that about Josh Allen, though.
but the only thing I got to tell you is this: if Lamar's gonna win the MVP, if he win the Super Bowl, he'll only be one behind Patrick Mahomes. And the bottom line is this: in any conversation, if Lamar win the Super Bowl, I no longer want you to hear say that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL by head and shoulders. Because now, once Lamar win the Super Bowl, which I think he is, you will start to debate that. And guess what? When we come back after the summer, or better yet, the day after the Super Bowl, the next show, that is a question that I'm going to be on this show to bring up just because of what you said.
It's a good question. It's
because
definitely a question.
he got two he had two MVPs like Pat. He got one, he'll be one Super Bowl behind him. You won't be able to debate that he's head and shoulders the best quarterback in the NFL. Those days will be over once Lamar wins. Yeah. He only be one behind him. What are you talking about?
They slide.
Jesus.
Get back to the county so you can jump off the trash.
Jump
off the trash that you just picked up.
Kevin, the Lakers
you get in trouble
don't use that win against the Bulls to set any type of standards. I watched the game. It was pathetic.
There ain't no standards. I ain't saying nothing about no standards.
The defense in the NFL is absolutely pathetic. I mean, NBA. And I'm tired of watching it.
It is. It's terrible. Anytime you see 70, 80 points at halftime, you already know ain't no defense being played.
Yeah, there has been a lot of 140-point games this year, man.
Man.
Not 140-point games.
Hey, I don't even think the Pacers care about playing defense. They throw more shots than anybody.
Everybody try to outscore each other. Hey, Sly, before you jump off, though, I got a question for the panel. If Lamar wins, remember, it was always a question with his style of play. Can that style get you a Super Bowl? Does it strengthen the case to keep Justin Fields in Chicago? Let's bring it back to Chicago. Lamar Jackson style of play, it was talked about the running quarterback and all that, and now the jump he made. Does it? If he wins the Super Bowl, another MVP, Super Bowl, like you just said, does it strengthen the case to keep Justin Fields?
Well, I'll go first. Absolutely not. As much as I love Justin Fields, as much as because I'm a big Ohio State fan and he balled out when he played, the problem is this. For me, I think his time in Chicago is up. I just think that he does need another place to go. For all purposes, for the coaches, for the coaching staff, there's no way, and Kevin said it best, there's no way you can bring Justin Fields back to Chicago and them guys' jobs on the line. You can't. Bringing Caleb, get him extends Eberflus at least another 2 or 3 years. These DCs and the new DC they just hired and a new offensive coordinator, they ain't moving their family here on a 1-year deal. So all thing I got to tell you is this, Damani. As much as I want to agree, because Lamar has changed the game, but Lamar can read it. Lamar can throw the ball too, man. I mean, but Justin can sling it too. I just think that Justin's just a little slower after 3 years, man, and just knowing exactly where he want to go. But he gunshot. But that's on the Bears, though. That ain't on him. So, for me, I agree. But hey, man, I don't know, Damani.
Okay.
I've been preparing y'all for the Justin Fields exit all year.
Here we go.
I'm just saying, dog. And when it happens, I need y'all to give me my flowers on this show when it happens. I've been preparing you all year. I've been preparing you. Y'all shot me down. I don't know football. Y'all know what you're talking about. Okay. Well, we about to be here in a minute.
Does it strengthen the case? And before we get off the show, we can get more into this whole Eberflus.
No, it don't strengthen the case to stay in Chicago. He needs to leave Chicago. You ain't doing nothing with the man. You ain't developed him. You ain't brought nobody in to develop him. You still waiting on the man to get better. Why we waiting on him to get better?
He didn't improve.
So let him go. Let him go to a different environment.
Last season.
It's done. Y'all trying to hold on to the man for what? Now you're gonna bring the man as 5th offensive coordinator. It's 5th.
5th.
Third.
It's his 3rd.
Oh well, his 3rd or his 4th. Whatever.
Nagy gets it, and now Waldron.
Okay, well, you know, let the man go.
To answer your
let
question,
him live. Goodbye. Appreciate you. Same way I feel about Saquon. Love you, man. Appreciate you. Stay healthy, man. Stay up. Good luck in all your future endeavors.
I don't think you got an ulterior motive, but go ahead, Bean.
No, it's the same thing. Y'all need to let Justin go, man. Let him go. Y'all had him. Y'all ain't do nothing with him. Let him go. But y'all in Chicago. Y'all want to hold on. And yeah, what did Chicago do?
Like he been here 10 years, dog.
He been here long enough to know you ain't going to help the man. Hell, you ain't brought nobody in to develop the man. You ain't brought nobody in to help him be a better quarterback. You have not.
Okay,
that's just facts. So,
all right.
Can you answer the question, Ben?
I'll answer the question, Lefty. I don't per se that it strengthens the case. I think the case, the bigger picture is you got to give him a better defense because that's what Lamar has. Lamar has been doing the same thing for years, but now that defense is even better. So now he gets more opportunity. Can I finish my point, man?
Go ahead.
Can I finish my point?
Go ahead.
He gets more opportunities on offense. Justin can get more opportunities on offense as you build that defense up. And the stronger the defense is, the better you'll see the offense become because they got more cracks at it. And now you can start to play with the play calling and all of that and get real creative when your offense is on the field more than your defense.
So really, you took the. So really, you didn't give Lamar no credit. You saying if he had a better defense, he has
I did give him credit. I said Lamar has been doing this for years. It's the same thing. It's not like
But he has the number one
do
defense
this
in the
the
league
last
right
3 or
now.
4 years.
So now what?
Right.
You
He has a number one defense. He gets more cracks at the offense, and he's going to be dynamic because he's on the field. That's what I'm saying.
But it got to do with the defense. It ain't got nothing to do with him.
Bro.
You did take
You just don't want to give him any credit, Ben. Stop
You
it.
don't see it. I'm not taking a cheap shot at him.
You can stop that.
I'm not discounting. I'm not discrediting him.
Put it back in your pocket.
I don't think he did.
He is balling. He balling.
Well, say that.
No question.
Stop talking about he gets more opportunities because let's stop it.
Yeah, he
Give him the
do.
credit he deserves.
So now he gonna shine even more.
Ben, that was a
Justin
terrible.
can do the same thing.
Ben, that was a terrible, and that was one of the worst. I don't even know if it's an analogy. That statement was so damn terrible. You an educated man. You should have thought about it first. That was horrible. That was horrible.
I think it's I think it's the difference of turning from a dynamic player to a winner. That's what that great defense is doing. It's helping him become a winner. He's
Exactly.
He's gonna always be a dynamic player. Lamar's Lamar.
You get it, Lefty. You know, the Thornton High School and the Senior High School, it went over their head. It went right over their head.
Y'all giving everybody else credit except
So
Lamar.
should I say Mahomes, who got a better defense than he ever had? Should I just say, well, you know what? This year he's really not doing that good. It's basically because his defense. He beat Buffalo because of his defense. That's basically what you just said. You just basically said, because Pat Mahomes got the number 1 and number 2. He got number 2 ranked defense. So this year, it ain't Pat, it's the defense. Because they can be able to get more.
That's not a true statement.
More plays.
That's not a true statement.
Are you high?
That's what you just said, though, bro.
I'm just saying. What you just said, Slab, what you just said ain't true?
No, it's not.
So KC is winning all on the strength of Pat Mahomes. He's winning all on Pat. Pat winning all the games.
But his defense is number 2. How you gonna say that? So you gonna argue?
His defense is number 2.
So you gonna argue
Without that, if his defense was number 32, would they will be winning? No.
Y'all make up certain narratives. Y'all make up certain narratives for certain
That's
quarterbacks,
terrible.
and it's being
That's
proven during this
terrible.
conversation.
That's
Being
terrible.
proven.
No,
Lamar's held for on a different standard than everybody else.
You ain't lying. That was horrible.
I think it's but I think it's that's what I use the Justin Lamar thing because it's the same with Justin. He's a dynamic player, but he hasn't turned to a winner. Right? That's what
right,
he wants.
because you ain't helped him be a winner.
Right.
How
So
about that?
saying. So now it's not with part of
When Lamar won his first MVP, did he have the #1 defense?
Who?
Lamar.
When he won MVP?
When he won his only MVP, did he have the #1 defense? Matter of fact, did he have a top 10 defense?
He always have a top 10 defense. Baltimore always in the
You're a damn lie.
Baltimore
You're a damn lie.
top 10 in defense.
He had go back.
Hey, Sly.
I don't think he had
Hey,
a top
Sly.
10 defense.
Hey, Sly, how far did he get in his MVP season? I'll wait.
They lost the first round.
Exactly. Exactly.
But that's the
Exactly.
team. But we're
So
talking
he
about-
can't win it alone.
So
He
now you
cannot
want
win it alone.
So that's anybody, Pat either. Pat should have never lost to Cincinnati. So what you gonna say about that? His defense gave that game up. But only thing that I'm telling you is this, bro. Y'all need to stop when it comes to Lamar. You two come up with the worst analogies and narratives ever. And that shit is getting on my nerve. You siding with that crazy dude, and that's sad.
Lamar, I said
no.
I said plain as day. Lamar's always been a dynamic player. He's a dynamic player.
Since Louisville.
Right. He's always been dynamic.
Number 32. Yeah. Not number 11. Not number 11 where Justin went. Not number 1 where Goff went. Not number that you want me to keep going down the quarterbacks where Josh went.
Yeah,
he's number 32. Yeah. 32. And guess what? The GM traded back in the first round to get him at 32. And y'all got this disrespect. The only 2 quarterbacks drafted lower, Dak and guess who? You know Mr. Russell Wilson in the 3rd round. But y'all so disrespectful though. y'all just it's terrible, man.
Terrible, bro.
Don't you ever mention. You cannot mention Russell. Don't mention Russell in the same conversation as Dak and Lamar. Now, because he got a chip, he's won. Okay.
Right. So when Lamar wins, then what? It's going to be because of his defense.
That changes the narrative.
It
changes the narrative.
It's going to help him. It's going to give him that label as a winner. Like
right.
You know what? Back to your question, because obviously, man, the dude didn't answer your question. That was absolutely pathetic, and you could do better. The bottom line is though, bro, I think Justin is going to be good, just not in the Bears system. The Bears are going to drive Caleb Williams. I believe that wholeheartedly at this point is because there's no way Ryan Poles can keep his job ever. He'll never get hired as another GM if you pass on 2 quarterbacks. You let CJ Stroud go, that's your problem. Now you're not going to let Caleb go. You're not going to do it. You're going to draft a quarterback. You're going to make Justin happy, send him to wherever you want to go. Washington, Atlanta.
Send him to Atlanta.
Wherever you want to go.
If the Bears was going to select somebody last year, it would have been Bryce.
He'd have been high.
No, Poles don't like little guys like that.
he'd have been high. Now, Bryce going to turn out to be decent. Because I think Canales, if he got Baker to play good, he damn sure go get Bryce to play good.
Bryce will be all right.
What's all your horses on that?
Well,
he'd be all right.
Here's the thing with the Caleb Williams thing. And this is why I disagree with you, Sly, on. I don't think this buys Eberflus another 2 years. This is a big year for him. Like the expectations are up. We're not talking about a 3-win team. This is a team that went from 3 to 7 wins. You need about a 10-win season next year.
Right. So and I told you they brought him back just to fire him next year. But y'all didn't want to listen to me on that either.
You gonna put that on a rookie?
If you keep Justin, you need 10 wins. If you reset the market, you don't need 10. You need 7 or 8. You don't if you reset the market because if you pass on 2 quarterbacks in the last 2 drives, you need playoffs or bust to keep your job. That is the difference. The standard is completely different.
Kevin Warren said, I'm impatient.
Kevin Warren, this
came
is
out
his
and said
mess.
that.
This is his mess. He lets this mess happen.
He didn't run
He allowed this mess to happen because the McCaskies want Poles because they hired him.
They hired Poles.
Give him a chance. That's he would have fired him this year. McCaskies made the man keep Poles and Eberflus. That was a McCaskey call.
All of them are gone if they don't overachieve.
So you should have did it this year, which brings me back to my point. You brought back Eberflus just to fire him next year. Everybody knows that. He's a lame duck coach. So if you're gonna do it, you should have did it this year. But what do I do?
In their mind, Damani, and I'm just saying for me.
Okay.
If you supply Caleb Williams with the same talent that you were going to do if Justin was there, he would be just as good. That's they thought.
Next year as a rookie.
That's they thought.
As a rookie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did CJ Stroud just go to playoffs even though he got waxed by Baltimore?
And that's why that's the point I was making. The CJ Stroud is an anomaly. That don't happen all the time, man. Rookies don't come in like that.
Okay, so but you said the same thing last year when we had the same conversation. You did. Well, guess what? It happened. So take the anomaly out of it. It happened and it can happen again.
It happened, but we all know that's not necessarily.
We don't all know anything. We don't know all anything because we didn't know this would happen. That would happen this year. So I'm not gonna say that. The bottom line is this: if you supply, they supplied my man Hurts with talent. Hurts can't even hold Jalen. Justin. Hurts is not better than Justin at all. Arm strength or running. He's not better than Justin at all. But guess what? He had a better offensive coordinator, and you see what happened to him when he left. He's back to where he's back to his Oklahoma, Alabama days. Average. The bottom line is this: if you get your coordinators matter. Now, but to me, you cannot pass. That guy didn't take he could have had any job he wanted to. He did not take them jobs to keep Justin. Sorry.
Okay.
Bottom line.
Okay. I mean, the talk is you can't pass up quarterbacks 2 years straight. The question I have for you though is, do the Bears need a quarterback?
I would answer that question.
It ain't about need.
Why is it not about need?
It ain't about need. They don't need.
Question. The Giants is the only one in this conversation that need a quarterback. But to answer your questions truthfully, no.
Who the quarterback for the Raiders?
How you gonna
be talking about other teams? Who the quarterback for the Raiders? You don't need one.
The Raiders are not in this conversation.
How you gonna swing on the man? Right. For no reason.
The bottom line is this. The Bears do not need
a quarterback. Who y'all quarterback?
Shots fired.
The Bears do not need a quarterback, but the Bears will draft a new quarterback.
Okay.
Hey,
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Say the word.
Bet.
So you got the #1 pick 2 years in a row.
And you gonna get it away.
And you just gonna keep Fields for the hell of it because to make the fans happy.
Okay.
And then you're gonna end up trading Fields next year. So you just want to do that just to make the fans happy.
That's because Carolina sucked, not because the Bears suck. It's because
Carolina.
Carolina.
Don't matter. You got it. It don't matter how you got it. You got it.
But
don't matter how you got it.
Why is it a rule that you have to take a quarterback because you got #1 pick?
What's the rules? You got to hold on to a dude that you ain't did nothing to make him better.
Because without a quarterback, your franchise. Without a quarterback, your franchise is the New York Jets and Giants.
But
let's start there.
The Bears don't need a quarterback. It's not a need.
But you're not going to pass up on talent for 2 years in a row, Mr. Pugh. Do you see the Giants? Do you see the Jets? The Giants and the Jets are a prime example, along with the Raiders, what happens
You
when
better
you
throw the
don't
Raiders in.
have a quarterback. They are absolutely the worst three. The Raiders and the Giants and the Jets are financially one of the top 5 football franchises in America, and they're absolutely pathetic.
Oh, okay. So, but once again, Sty, you went back and forth because you said they don't need a quarterback.
No, I'm not going back and forth.
You said the Bears don't need a quarterback.
I said they don't need it either. They don't need it.
Giants and Jets don't have a quarterback.
Damani, I'm saying that the Bears don't need a quarterback, but the Chicago Bears will draft a new quarterback. That is the way it goes. No GM gonna put his job on the line and hope Fields be better. He's not gonna do it, Damani.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
All right, y'all still waiting on Fields to be better in year 4, damn near 5.
You see the haul that they got
Hopefully
last
he'll be
year.
better. Come on, man.
By
Stop.
getting rid of the number 1 pick, look at the haul they got.
Yeah, they're gonna use them all. They're gonna use all them picks this year because they're gonna trade Justin and get what they can. Maybe a 3rd round pick or a 2nd round pick. So stop.
That haul you got last year got you 3 starters, a number 1 overall pick in this year, and additional picks. I'm saying it's not.
Are you willing to put your job on the line to see if Fields get better? That is what you're saying, GM Damani Pugh.
It's already on the line.
Are you willing to bank your job on a rookie or unknown?
Guess how you gonna make up it?
Caleb Williams is
Guess how you
You
gonna
don't know
make.
he's not gonna do good though. You don't know that. You don't know how it's gonna turn out. Why are you automatically saying Caleb Williams
You
won't
got
work?
a better chance of keeping your job.
You don't know.
You got a better chance of keeping your job drafting Williams than you do keeping your job, keeping Fields, and not getting the quarterback. You got a better chance.
All of it is a roll of dice, but fellas, we came to the end of this ride. Sly, thank you for jumping in. Yeah, look at those busts.
Right, but what if Williams ain't a
Number
bust?
1.
So y'all don't want to look at it the other way because y'all so hell bent on keeping Fields just to ruin the man another year. Y'all so hell bent on doing that. You'd rather keep saying he's gonna be a bust.
How's you ruin him?
Alex Smith.
Yeah, you ain't did nothing with the man.
Alex Smith injury is what got him out the league.
Alex Smith is not a bust, so that list there is completely inaccurate.
For one player,
he didn't work out in San Fran.
He didn't need to. He had terrible coaching.
Right, he didn't work out in San Fran.
So I know we got to go, and I'm sorry, and I want to say this. Coaching matters so much, whereas when Singletary's the coach, the tight end that he said, I can't win with him. I can't play with him. When Harbaugh got there, he became an all-pro. I'm done talking to you, Damani. That's it. That's all. Thanks for coming out. God bless and good night.
All right, I'll hit you up later.
Kev, give your parting shots, bro.
Hey, appreciate y'all for the ride, man. That's how we doing on Saturdays, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Championship games tomorrow, y'all. Let's get it. We'll be back
And
next
your
week.
birthday is over.
Okay, I can honestly say my birthday is over. It's come to an end. Appreciate y'all for the ride. Those of you that's watching that rode the birthday train with me, I appreciate y'all. It is over. Give it up for the Aquarius. It's y'all time. We'll digress. As Capricorns. See, I was nice.
Out of all the people that was on your birthday train right now are in meetings.
Appreciate the ride. We only do it once a year. Appreciate y'all.
Lefty.
Yeah, man. 2 hours went by pretty fast, man. It was a great show, great conversation. Hey, if y'all not doing nothing tomorrow, man, y'all want to win a couple of dollars. Championship Sunday. The fellas gonna be at the home shop. We'll be at Eduardo's, man. Strip cars. We may do a little 50-50. Come on out, watch the game, watch the games, have a good time, and we try to win you a couple of dollars. You know how we get out.
Right. As I always say at the end of every show, where there's smoke,
there's
the fellas.
We'll check y'all out next week, man, with more exciting sports news the way we do it in the Cigar Lounge.
Baby.
Sean,